Good day, mate. I'm Desi Utami. I'm a PhD candidate at the University of Queensland, Australia. I'd like to present publication experience, and it was presented in South SGR Week event at School of Agriculture and Food Sciences, the University of Queensland, Australia. If somebody said publish or perish, I might be not 100% agree with this statement, because even though we don't publish, we are still alive. We will not be perish. But instead of saying publish or perish, I will say publish and flourish. Yeah, I like positive way to state everything. Why publish and flourish? Yes, when we are writing our paper or manuscript, we will get a lot of revision from our advisors or our supervisors. And also, when we already submit to the journal, we will get comments from the reviewers, and for sure, we will also get feedbacks from the editors. So, all these inputs make ourselves or our publication flourish, to make us more beautiful and to make us better life in academic. So when somebody asks why we need to publish, at least there are 6 C. The first one is to communicate our findings. And then, of course, for the career development. And the comments that we get, of course, it improves our work. And for sure, when we publish, it is credit for our institution, or it's about reputation. Then it's create our profile, who you are, what are you doing, and of course it can help us to find more projects. Last but not least, it can help public. For example, as us as a student at School of Agriculture, we can give insight, or we can give a lot of advice to the farmers through our publication that will be read by extension. Then we can help public, especially in agriculture. This was my published experience. The newest one was this year on September. It's my PhD project. And then when I start my PhD, I managed to publish my undergrad thesis. And then when I was looking for PhD position, looking for scholarship, I also managed to publish my master course thesis. And then I start my publication in 2013. At that time, we published one of our research collaboration with Japanese university. So this is my published experience. Okay, when we talk about the journey of publication, if we are as a PhD student, I will suggest you to start with the discussion with your supervisors. Why? Because not every advisor or supervisor will push us to the publication. Some of them will just encourage us to finish our thesis without any publication. That will be alright. So if we can start the discussion with our supervisor, hi, I want to publish during my PhD, then maybe they will encourage us more. And even they will provide project budget to publication. After that, we need to choose proper journal and then plan a good structure and also interesting illustration. Then, for sure, we need to read, rewrite, review, revise, and repeat again. And finally submit and respond the reviewers and then resubmit again. And as today is our publication celebration when we can publish our papers. So today I'll more talk about interesting illustration in a publication or in a paper. Why we need to talk about this? Based on one of Nature articles, it said that illustration can get your research the attention it deserves. Other articles say that illustration get eyes on your research. This is powerful tips. Based on their article, Fiona Norton stated that make use of analogies. This is what I have done. In order to provide the mechanistic insight of the type 3 secretion system in Xanthomonas uvesicatoria, I tried to do this. This is the yellow one is the bacteria, it is the Xanthomonas, and the green and white is the plant cell wall. So to enter the plant cell wall, the bacteria need effectors in its system. And to describe the pathogenicity, this was what I did. So it's really give the reviewers insight and they said yes for these figures. And then Justin Lee Harton said that do preparatory research. Based on this, I prepare all the pictures that related to my experiment by taking picture. Fortunately, when I try to make publication and try to provide the disease cycle of bacterial leaf spot of chili, all the pictures I have, so I just make the figure how the disease cycle was. So it's really helpful that we can provide any picture that we have. And then Ella Marusenko said that know your audience and what they want. So when I try to provide the current distribution of Xanthomonas causing bacterial leaf spot in the world, at least there are 4 biotypes of Xanthomonas that are already known. And I draw this one, had the map, and then put the different biotypes of Xanthomonas, and then it's really give the audience what the current distribution look like. And then still knowing your audience and what they want. When I was getting challenged to present in the United Nations Environmental Program in China, the audience were coming from very different backgrounds like law student, medical student, and then even architect, and then historical studies, and then chemistry, microbiology, biology, animal science, very wide backgrounds. That's why I made this poster. And I needed to present among 320 international students from 62 different countries. That's why if I presented in microbiology things, I presented about enzyme, what's happened, and what's bacteria involved in mercury mining, maybe not everybody will understand. That's why I made this figure to a lot of our audience with different backgrounds so they can understand, so they can enjoy my poster. Then luckily, I got second best presenter at the time. Also, I was asked by school to little bit give tips how I balance work or PhD or life. As maybe you are aware that I'm living in Australia only with my 4-year-old son. But fortunately I have a lot of hands. One can cook, the other one can write my thesis, while I still have other one to call my husband, then order food through Uber, and then send to overseas to him, and then I still able to think about what experiment that I should do tomorrow, and then of course to wash my son clothes, to prepare his childcare things. Yeah, everything run by my 2 hands, but I can do that. So what's the from me? Maybe 60. It is about targets. Make sure that you have your own target, then you also understand what are your targets during your PhD. And then of course time management. It's strict to your son, like what time they have to go to the bed, what time you have to pick them, what time you need to meet your supervisor, and any other time management. And of course, talk to your supervisor if you need any kind of help. And also tell yourself that you can do more than what you think. If you make any achievement, don't forget to treat yourself in a very best way, because you deserve it. And you can make to-do lists every day, every week, in a year, during your PhD, make to-do lists. So it makes your day easier, way easier when we make to-do lists. Yeah, that's my presentation, and this is our picture in front of the University of Queensland with my son. He always say, "Let's catch our dreams, mommy." Thank you very much. Also for my supervisor and